The pandemic has taken a toll on everyone, including the kids, especially when it comes to school. Here to explain how we can create a healthier learning environment, Donna Mazik and Dr. Rupa Wong. Good morning to you both. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Donna, if I could start with you first. So we want to know, what are some of the new school protocols for students and the virtually learning? What are some tips for parents and caregivers to create a safe and healthier environment?
Well, school nurses are prioritizing health and safety for all students, whether they're in-person school or virtually learning. And in those virtual environments, school nurses are reminding families that students still need their well child care checkups, so vaccinations need to be updated, and also the prevention work that's done with eye care exams. So we're asking families to do those things, to keep those regular checkups going.
We love our school nurses, and health is obviously at the top of everyone's mind right now. So how are school nurses continuing to help parents and caregivers, even if students are learning virtually, because there are so many kids throughout this country? That is the only way that they are able to learn this time around.
So true. In that virtual learning environment, school nurses are reminding parents and caregivers that they want to attend to the conditions of that learning environment. So making sure that children are learning in well-lit areas, that their devices are positioned in such a way that the students aren't moving their bodies or straining their bodies or becoming pretzels trying to adjust to where those devices are, and also that they're attending to how they're using those devices in their vision. So making sure that they're blinking their eyes and making sure that they are having the distance and the proper posture that they need in order to learn properly in those environments.
Yeah, there are devices every place now. So doctor, what are some signs and symptoms parents and caregivers should be looking out for when it comes to students' eye health?
So a lot of children aren't going to specifically complain that they're seeing blurry because they don't know what they should be seeing. So parents really have to pay attention to the behaviors. Kids might be moving the device up close or the worksheet up close for them to see. They may be squinting or even closing one eye. They may be complaining of headaches or even eye strain or eye fatigue. So those are all signs that there might be a vision disorder at play.
And also, one of the other things, how can parents even safeguard their children's vision when virtually learning during these unprecedented times, because they are spending more time in front of these screens, in front of their computer, on their phone all day long. And then they may even go on and play video games later on during the day.
Absolutely. That's a concern even in my household. I'm a mom of 3 kids, and that's always what's happening. I mean, there are a couple things that we tell parents to do. There's actually a great website called coopervision.com, and it has on there a myopia simulator. So if the parents aren't nearsighted, what it does is it shows you what a classroom or a gym might look like to a nearsighted child. And on that same website is a myopia quiz, and I love quizzes. This is a simple 6-question quiz, and it tells parents how likely is it for their child to be nearsighted once they answer those questions. Really easily at home, parents can just help keep their child about 20 feet away from a microwave oven, cover each eye, and see if their child can read the digital display. If they can't, that's about 20/20. If they can't, that could be a sign that the child is becoming nearsighted. And a comprehensive eye examination is always the thing that we need to do. As a pediatric ophthalmologist and a mom to 3 kids, before, there really wasn't much that we could do to safeguard children's eyes, but now there's actually a new FDA-approved treatment. It's a contact lens called MiSight, and what it does is it slows myopia progression when kids start the treatment between the ages of 8 and 12. So now we've got some tools in our armamentarium to be able to help parents with their children on their devices.
And the sooner they can figure it out, the better for the parent and for the child themselves. Thanks to both of you. All the best. Now, to review any of this helpful information, you can head on over to Roadshow.com.